Evening, guys. Good evening. We are back for the third instant reaction video, my first one here on the channel. I mean, not loads to say. It was a 0-0. I expected the draw. I was hoping for a score draw, something a bit more interesting. But these games have been in the past for us very cagey. It was quite evident both teams straight out the gate were happy with the draw. Milan, it's a great point for us, really, when you think about it. Juve obviously needed to win more, but I think it's as clear as day. Anyone watching this game, anyone reacting to this match, having a look at the highlights, why it annoys any Milan fan more is because we had three clear-cut chances to win that match tonight. And we were, on balance, the better team away from home. So in isolation, the point's not that bad. It's not that bad, but obviously, overall, the whole context of the match, not ideal because we could have easily won it. So let's start about the good stuff before I go on to the bad stuff and then kind of the main highlights of the match. The good stuff, look, our defense is brilliant. We can comfortably defend 90 minutes. Now we've seen against Juve and Napoli, two of the top teams in the league. Juve didn't create anything, so let's not beat around the bush and think they're anywhere near as dangerous as a Napoli is. They're not, but they still had some chances, and we dealt with a lot of the times where they had those loose balls in the box really, really well. We were able to defend and clear. Salamaca's had some fantastic interceptions. Fafana did as well. So I'm really happy about the defence in particular. The reason why I'm highlighting the defence I'm happy about is because none of our defenders I'm particularly enamoured by. Tomori's fine, Gabbia's fine, Pavlovic is fine. And they've all become better under Allegri. And that's something that I tip my hat off to the mister. I tip my hat off to the coach. He's really sorted out the defence and shown that it's just that concentration that we needed, that focus for 90 minutes. And now, look, we can defend as a unit. Fantastic. Really, really happy with that. The next positive is the midfield. Now, unlike the defence, I actually think we've got fantastic midfielders. So I expect that to be the best, as we spoke about in the summer. It's the best position we reinforced in. We've got the best depth in midfield, fantastic. But it was nice again for us to see dominating the midfield, which we did. So just have a look at the stats before we move on to the sort of bad parts of the game, of which, from Milan's perspective, it's whiffing of chances. 51% possession to Juve to 49, so 50-50. XG, if you care for that stat, 1.74 for us and 0.68 for Juve. So again, shows, if you care about those XG stats, that we were definitely the more attacking and chance creating side. We had 13 shots, they had 12. We had 4 on target, they had 3. Very equal. We had one big chance, they had 0. That will be Leao's big chance, which we'll talk to in a minute. And big chances missed. We had 1, obviously, because Leao missed it. Passes about the same, 90% accuracy for us, and they committed for more fouls. So we were clearly the tidier side, which I expect again under Allegri. He's cleaned us up. If you want me to be casual about it, and we really look good on the ball. We're comfortable passing around the back. And again, I will reiterate, in isolation, this is a fine point. It doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't move the needle. Drawing these games at this stage of the season does not win you the league. Beating the shittier teams wins you the league, but obviously not losing these matches is important. And this match has basically just been in terms of the table, it's not really done anything for us. A win would have been fantastic. It would have put us, I think, top of the league with 16 points. It would have took us. Apologies, it would have put us top of the league on 15 points. With the best goal difference. So because Napoli won 2-1. And we've got the head-to-head over Napoli. So we would have gone top of the league if we won. But again, the points difference is so minute at this early stage of the season. In isolation, not a bad result. The bad stuff, and why it is a bad result, is if you watch the game, which we all did, sadly, and very uneventful, a waste of a Sunday evening. But if you watch the match, you will be very annoyed. The biggest one, let's start with Pulisic's penalty. I don't think there were any big chances up until that point. We had a Pulisic run early in the first half where he could have, if he just either found his feet or released the ball earlier. Fafana was through on goal on a one-on-one in the box. There were a couple of slips this game. Could have been something to do with the arena, Juve's ground, the pitch. But the big one is obviously the penalty. We got a gift. Let's be honest. It is a penalty in the eyes of the law, but it's soft. It's a push. It's a push by Lloyd Kelly. Wraps his arms around, and yeah, it's a penalty. So Pulisic has been fantastic for us. I think he scored, roughly on the top of my head, around 80, 85% of our pens. So, we're pretty confident when he steps up. But it was one of the worst penalties I've seen Pulisic take. He leant back. He tried to go for that top right-hand corner. Why do that? Just hit it low and hard, and you're going to get it in a goal if it's on target. You'll beat the keeper 9 times out of 10 because you're just quicker than them. But no, he went for that top corner finish, and he whiffed it. And yeah, let's be honest, that's awful. It was an awful pen. And then we get another chance, and this one I think is actually worse. Rafa comes on in about 60th minute. He comes on. We're quite excited. He looks hungry, and I'm not going to lie. I think this chance is easier than the penalty. An absolute peach across by Pavlovic on the corner of the 6-yard box. Loftus-Cheek tries to touch it, misses, and it lands absolutely perfectly to Rafa, who is unmarked. He chests it. Di Gregorio is absolutely stuck to his place in the goal, and he drags it wide. He's about a foot away from the goal line, and this for me is really, really troubling from a Leao perspective. Now it could be match sharpness. He's been in and out of the side since the season started due to injury. Fine, but lad, we've just missed a penalty. You've got the chance to win the game in like the 80th minute. Do you know what I mean? It's 77th minute or something like that. It's poor. It's really, really poor. And that's that big chance that was missed because, it was on target at the edge of the box. Most players, that's a goal. Now, it wasn't the only player on the field that fucked up chances. Jonathan David was absolutely terrible again. And I hate to say it as an advocate for him, I really want him at Milan, but he has not started his Serie A career in any flowers whatsoever. He looks way off the pace. And I think Lois Openda, he also had a chance one-on-one and hit it the keeper. Obviously, Leao, again, from a Milan perspective, had another chance later on in the game, 86th minute, I think it was. He had a shot, and instead of hitting it low and hard again, our players had an obsession with hitting it, trying to sort of top corner and hit it across goal. And it was an easy save for Di Gregorio in the end. Obviously, I want to talk about one moment as well. The only chance Juve had, but this is an incredible save by Mike again early in the second half. Literally just not long after kickoff of the second half. Mike keeps us in the match, and an absolute reaction save, throws his body at the shot. Unbelievable. So props to Mike. Man of the match for me. Initial thoughts. I thought Salamakers was tireless. He really has been unbelievable for us since coming back and under Allegri. I think he's really enjoying Allegri's football. He suits Allegri's football really well. High intensity on the defense, high pressure, and then when the counter attack is on, allowing him that free reign to just burst and dribble. He's been brilliant, really, really brilliant. So I think it's between him and Mike, right? Mike just purely because he had nothing to do this game. The defense was pretty solid, but he did his job when he was needed to do, which was save a certain goal. That save is quite spectacular when you look at it in real time. It's quite incredible. Excuse me. So Mike and Salamakers for me man of the match. As for the flop, I think it's quite evident. It's got to be Pulisic or Leao. The reason I'm giving it to Pulisic is because he was pretty ineffective all game, and missing a penalty in the fashion that you did, but not even getting it on target is piss. It's piss poor. So he's flop of the match for me. I thought Jimenez again was a facilitator. He was all right. Looking down on the team, Rabiot was fantastic. Really enjoyed Rabiot's match. I think he's brilliant for us. He's actually my favourite midfielder this season. Obviously, Modric is timeless, but Rabiot really, really balances this team. Like he's that physical presence that we need. And I think he works incredibly well with Modric, who's obviously got those more incisive passes, who's got more control in tight spaces. Rabiot is that sort of physical player that can support. And Fofana was fine. Fofana's growing into the season. It's obviously our strongest midfield pairing. I would have liked to have seen Ricci again. I really think the Ricci Fofana sub needs to be used more often. Fofana's good, but he's our weakest midfielder, so I would have liked to have seen that. And in the defence, I can't really single out anyone. They were all a really good unit again tonight. And Bartosaghi, again, not as good as Estepinian, showed his inexperience. So that's my initial thoughts of the match. I hope you guys are enjoying these instant reaction videos. It's great just jumping on and being able to kind of, between Steph and I, give our thoughts of the games, especially the big games like this one. It was a 0-0 draw. You know, the fact I've been able to talk for 12 minutes about it is quite incredible, but that's because Milan, it's never a dull story, even if it is a dull game. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. And yeah, it's not a loss. Like I said, it doesn't really do anything for us. Win or lose this match. Oh, sorry, win or draw this match. Win would have been fantastic, but drawing really does nothing. So it's like whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst end to a Sunday. We've got a couple of weeks break. Allegri's got more time now, international break, to work with the players. It's a long international break, and then we'll be back. We'll be back into the sort of real tough part of the season when we return. We've got real hard schedule. So, yeah, thanks as always for joining. We'll catch you guys on the next pub chat, and yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think of the match. Have a lovely Sunday and Monday when you likely watch this. Cheers, guys. Ciao for now.